Hello, alien slaying tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Apocalypse with me, BlueAnkylo. So, for the beginning of today's episode, we're going straight to a mission here at the Flyer Factory. Last episode, we did a lot of base setup and just general getting the day sorted out. Now, for episode 2, we've got a mission to do. Now, before we go, I want to spend at least a minute showing you the new names of everybody that joined the team. So, if you don't see your name here and you've already left a name, don't worry, we just ran out of soldiers. I've got already more on the list, and I'm sure there'll be more coming in on the comments over the next couple days. So, don't worry, we've only got 12 characters, 12 agents so far, but we've got lots of room to expand. So first off, we've got Sotaraz, we've got error invalid name input, and I figured that was really appropriate for the android. So I gave him precedence, or her precedence for the android, because that just seemed fitting. We've got Leroy Jenkins, of course. We've got Gus the Awful. We've got Dave Bovine, there's a familiar name. We've got Soul Reaver. We got Fox. We got Ralph. We got Zach. We're just gonna go with Zach. We got Katie. We got Cephalion. And we got Mr. Scarped. The way I distributed the weapons, basically, was if you had respectably good accuracy, as in about 30 or higher, I gave you a cannon with some high explosive and some normal rounds. If your accuracy was not one of those that's above 30, like 20 or so, then you got a machine gun. The good news is if you're using a machine gun, your accuracy will grow very quickly because you shoot a lot of bullets. The people with the autocannons will have their accuracy grow a little slower, but they'll also be able to blow stuff up a lot better. So it's actually not like you want everyone to have an autocannon. You want a good mix of the two, I've found. And because Error has so much strength, I decided to give him kind of the spare stuff. So I am bringing in a laser sniper gun just in case we have a reason for it. And he also has the stun grapple, technically. Even though I don't think either of these will get used on our first mission. But he's got lots of grenades and spare medkits and stuff because he's got so much strength. He lost a little bit of time units, but it's not too bad. And his accuracy is really good, so if I need a sniper rifle shot from across the map, you know, this is the robot to do it. I also gave him the motion scanners. We'll see if I can figure those out. Alright, that said, I've already assigned everyone to the Interceptor. You can see there's 12 people currently on the Valkyrie Interceptor. I do need some names for these eventually. They've got better names than Valkyrie Intercept number 1. And let's head on down. Let's watch our vehicle here. This is the first flight. First mission of XCOM. Let's go. This is not very epic music to start. It's kind of sullen and melancholy. I haven't actually changed the settings for all the heights for vehicles like I was talking about in the intro. We'll get there eventually. I just didn't want to spend too much time. Alright, so we are currently at Megapol's Flyer Factory. We select all the agents and we say, kill the aliens. So, search the building for alien life forms or other hostile forces. Engage the enemy, but where possible, stun. Now, this doesn't actually matter because we don't have the biotransport module yet. Once we have that, this makes more sense, as it explains further down. Try not to blow up all the cars and stuff. So this is your choice to play on real-time or turn-based. We'll be playing turn-based because that's what I'm comfortable with. Real-time is interesting. And we can even see a spectrum of some of the early game enemies. These are the ones to watch out for. These guys are pretty bad too. Not so bad, only bad in relation to these, and, well, we'll see. We'll see what we get. So we've only got 12 people. I guess 4 squads of 3 is fine. We could also move them around and have like 2 squads of 6 or something, but we could also try to make sure that each squad had like one of each type of weapon. I'm generally not going to worry about that kind of level of min-maxing, but for mission number 1, I will do it. So each squad has 1 autocannon at least. Alright, that's enough. I'll never do that again. Alright, so I find it's generally a pretty good idea to save the game once you start a mission, because sometimes, I haven't had a lot of crashes, but I've had some, and this is a nice, safe place. So we've got an area below us. We start on level 4, and an area above. Well, not really much. There's just very little above us, to be fair. So we started mostly in the corner here. Whenever you're looking at the maps, these arrows are the edge of the maps, and if you move a soldier into one of these arrows, they leave the battle. They don't die. It's actually kind of your way of retreating, so that's nice to know. So this is the corner, and it probably just goes up to here. I doubt it'd be a much larger map than that. On these sorts of maps, I have found that the aliens do like to hide out beneath you if there's a layer right underneath you, so we'll want to have a look to see if we can find a way down relatively soon. Also, one of the first things I usually do is immediately switch to run and shoot. So at the beginning of most missions, I'll be doing this. And I don't know. I'm always torn. Like, I generally use auto shots most of the time, but on reaction fire, I think snapshots are usually better. So we'll leave it on snapshots for default. So let's go find us some aliens to kill. We'll keep our team members sort of in groups of 3, I guess. And that way they've got a little bit of backup and support. I have to remember, I've been used to playing like endgame characters, so forgive me if I go a little bit rushy with these guys. I'm used to being confident because I know nothing can hurt me seriously. But now in the early game, I actually need to be a little bit more careful again. Try not to make huge, long movements that use up all your time units. It's definitely more dangerous that way. Also, sometimes the pathing gets sort of glitched out. So even though they all sort of should have taken the same path, one of them spent 20 extra time units that kind of got wasted. If you manually control, you can move like to here and then to here, and that will certainly save you some time units overall, but it's also a pain. Alright, quite the edge of the map. I just want to see if this is the edge of the map here. Yeah, okay, you can see that one of the arrows. So we know there's nothing further to the right. And these guys are little robot cyborgs. I don't think they do anything, but I assume if you blow them up, the faction will be angry at us. Okay, well, there's nothing in the first sort of turn's worth of movement. I'm actually gonna kind of deciding how I want to spread people out. We could go up, but there's nothing really to see up there. Just get sort of stuck. I'm gonna take this group and sort of just dash them up a little bit. These 3 can cover them, and then these 3. Oh, they're okay. I see. I was maneuvering around the staircase there. I thought it was going to be like one less step. We'll have a couple people with a few shots ready to go just in case. Make sure people are facing the right way, and let's see what happens. Look at those nasties in the shadows. Alright, those are civilians running around scared. That doesn't really tell you anything, unfortunately. This is definitely one of the worst parts of Apocalypse. Quite a lot of enemy time is wasted on watching civilians. It's bad enough watching me waste half an hour, but especially when the civilians are just running around in circles for 5 minutes, it gets kind of frustrating. I haven't found a way to disable that or anything, so if anyone knows, you tell me. So this is like a pit. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something underneath here, so I want to have a look. So this is actually a ramp. And if I was a betting man, I'd say the aliens are probably down there. We're not going to go down there just yet, but once I've cleared the surrounding area, I'll leave a couple soldiers. Yeah, because like this is the edge of the map already. It's not a very large map today. I'm definitely going to want to leave a few people along the edge here with lots of time units so they can shoot stuff if they have to. In fact, to the point that I might kneel down just to get a little bit more accuracy. Because I got a feeling that this is where we're going to find the nasties. But we're not done looking around yet, so can we get through this part? I'm not sure. No, so don't go that way. Billion. Let's peek around this corner. We got enough time units to run away if we have to. If you haven't seen an XCOM game that uses time units, if you're used to like the modern XCOMs, it's not like, I mean, I haven't really talked about it a whole lot. It's not really very complicated, the movement system. It's just, think of it like Every time you turn, like if I turn, it costs us 1 time unit. Every time you move a square, it costs 2 if you're running, I think 3 or 4 if you're walking, and like 5 or 6 if you're crawling. You know, kneeling takes a couple time units. Everything uses some amount of time units. Although it is actually more generous than the original XCOM, because if you move around equipment, it doesn't cost you any time units as long as you don't drop it and pick it up. In a lot of XCOM games, it actually costs you money to move a grenade to your hand, which, I mean, it makes sense. You grab a grenade out of your backpack or something, but in this game, that just happens instantly. We've got smart backpacks that just eject grenades for you, basically. Have these guys kneel down. I think this is the only entrance into the underground as well, so if the top floor is cleared of aliens, then we know we can all head down there together and we can't get sort of attacked in the back. Now, there is another mechanic to be aware of and a reason not to go super slow in Apocalypse. As much as your soldiers can exit the map via the blue arrows, enemies can do that as well, and they will escape and then infest a nearby building. So you don't want that to happen either. Almost at the back corner. I got a feeling there's not going to be anything back here, though. You get far enough to see around these. Sometimes the line of sight is a little bit, I wouldn't say glitchy, but a little bit strange, let's say. It's another one of those things, you know, like 20 years ago, this is as best they could do with the processing power they had. Nowadays, they can make Fog of War and stuff work out a little bit smoother. I don't think there's anything on the top floor, like, pretty sure. You do have to be careful. You can walk over exit tiles, but don't click on one, or else your character will just leave, and then you'll lose them. I mean, they're not going to participate in the fight. Alright, so there's nothing up here. There's no way I missed it. There's nothing above us where they could be hiding. So what we're going to do is prepare to go down, down, down. And I might as well do this properly, kind of like the old doorway breach to go into a UFO. We'll get everyone ready to go, or at least most people ready to go. And then on the next turn, we'll all go down together. That way we've got the most firepower ready to go. Also, there is a way to get down from this side. There's no need to walk. I'll show you that next turn. Oh, look! We found them! I'm not terribly surprised. So those are anthropods, I believe is the name. And the little guys, well, I won't tell you their name yet. You can figure it out soon. Who's the lucky soldier that figures out the name of those? So, not that I expect to reload, but I am just going to throw down a save here because... Oh, we got action music. I hope that's not too loud. I was going to make a different name. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, guys. Whenever you save the game, it resets the music. That's kind of annoying. But if the action music is really loud, I'll try to adjust it next time. I feel like the background sort of atmospheric music is very quiet. And then whenever the action music pops in, it's like twice as loud. So, or it's just really loud. Who knows? I don't know. Alright, so anyway, the trick to heading down the stairs is to hold the J key. I'm holding J down and then left-clicking to move one tile. And you do a jump. It's pretty cool. So we know that the aliens are like back there. It's going to be a little bit difficult to get line of sight from where we are. So we'll have to go down around this corner, which leaves us 30 time units. Which isn't much. Go to this side first. Alright, we can hit the red dot to see what's over there. So we've got line of sight on that guy. That's a little bit far away for the machine gun, though. Now, one thing I could try, and I don't know if I've got... Might be worth it. Well, see, I could try to blow a hole in one of these walls, and then I could hop down with a lot less time units. But then again, I am trying not to make these people mad at me, so I might not do that. Let's jump another one down. Guy's got a little bit more time units than... You know what? I'm feeling confident. Let's just go in there. Oh, we can't. There's no way. You can't make it that far to get a shot. Let's just see... It takes 3 time units to shoot. We blew up one of the walls. 2 of the walls. 3 of the walls. That's a hit. That was definitely a miss. So, we're gonna now hide here. There's a whole bunch of arthropods and other things. So that was not terribly successful. You know, maybe what I should try is switch to accurately shooting and see if that works a little better. It's twice the time units, but a fair bit more chance to hit. Well, we have not killed even one yet, so that's not great. Alright, we're going to need someone with an autocannon, because these machine guns just... they're not going to work from this kind of range, I don't think. So let's see if I can get enough time units to take a shot from here. Unfortunately, the autocannon does use a lot more. This is 17 per shot, so I get, like, one shot. Now, I think in this situation, we're going to have to use some autocannons. Now, this is our robot, actually. That's good to know. Let's switch over to high explosive. See the little explosions there. I can take... I'm going to try 2 snapshots rather than 1 aim shot. Sorry, cars. Alright. 3! We got 1! Sure, we blew up a bit of the base, but I was getting a little desperate at that point. Alright. So far, so good, right? I really wonder if I should have just blown a hole in up, or I still could. How much time units we have if we walk all the way to the end? Sometimes it doesn't update how many, like, the movement cost. Like, the game gets confused. But if it's 30, 40 here, 32, 30, 28, we can get to here with, like, 20 left. Well, let's see what happens. 17 is not as much as I was hoping. Oh, good! So I couldn't even see them, but I think the explosion actually killed some of those little things. Which is actually why we wanted to use the high explosive, to be honest. Alright, 15. It's going to cost us 9 per shot, which means one of those. Oh, boy. Nope, not even close. Alright. Fire, come on, luck. That probably did some damage to that one, at least. This is not quite... like I said, I was kind of used to the more accurate super soldiers. And having to deal with these guys is not working out super well. $31. Alright, that's enough to take a shot. Now it's 28 because the pathing was weird. Oh! We can jump through there. That could have saved me a shot. Alright. 9 per shot. 2 shots. Come on. We gotta kill something. Oh, dang it. I forgot to switch over again. And then I missed the good shot with the high explosives. Classic. Alright, oops, wrong button. Well, you know, we still got a few people left, right? Probably like... Oops, no, stop. Stop. Yeah, so unfortunately, selecting a soldier is the same command as moving a soldier. So if you misclick while someone's commanded, someone's selected, you just waste their turn. So yeah, that's pretty standard. That happens more often than I'd like. Oh, he's not gonna... None of these people can move. I wonder if I can sneak a shot through there. This is probably not gonna work out. No line of fire. I was dreaming. So... No, I can't do that. Okay, that was a waste. We're basically in big trouble now. So... I'm really running out of options. So I'm going to try a desperate maneuver. Alright, that opened that up. Hopefully it didn't kill anybody. We're going to try like this. Move to about here. Hopefully hop down. Alright, the desperation attack is going to work. We're totally good. Now that we're point blank, now you can see machine guns actually do their job. I was just trying to do this without having to blow up the place. Turns out this was definitely the right way to do it. Now, the mission didn't end. Oh, because we can still see someone. Oh, it's under there. Okay, that's fine. We can get there. It's probably one of those little things. Yeah, that's the sound effect of these little guys dying. That was surprisingly easy. So 2 people get promotions. Those are probably the people that actually killed something. We get some points. We got a good performance score. It probably took a lot longer than it needed to for 4 or 5 anthropods and a few strange orange crawly creatures. But anyway, victory to us. Now, just because I know what tends to happen in these situations, I'm going to make... I'm going to have a couple specific slots, now that I'm thinking about it, for specific purposes. I'm going to keep my raiding save for when we're just doing raids. But I want to do this, this is my temporary checker file. Something like that. And the goal for this one is just to use that to be like, okay, so the thing is, right, and I know some people might be offended, but we know that this building was infiltrated. Now, it probably isn't a problem for this first mission the way this works. But in the future, because we got the alert for this building, it's actually relatively likely that one of the surrounding ones is also infiltrated. Now, this isn't, that's just to show you guys sort of the negative effect here. By doing that, we've also probably lowered our reputation. Well, it didn't yet, but that's the kind of thing that will lower your reputation. I'm just going to check all the buildings surrounding it just to really confirm for myself. But I think, for the first mission of the game, that's not how it works. We'll do this just the one time here just to show it off. So this is kind of something we'll have to check every now and then just to see, especially when aliens have dropped out of a UFO, that's the kind of place where they definitely infest a whole bunch of buildings. And if you don't know about it, then it's really hard to get under control once they start to spread. Anyway, I just wanted to check, but that's fine for now, obviously. So no missions. Did a little bit of saving and reloading, but that should be okay. And everyone's back to base. So I don't think anyone took any damage. So that's good. Good news. We've got our first promotion to Squatty. I guess that's the symbol there. And someone else is a Squatty as well. The way the game works for promotions, although the actual rank I don't think does anything. There's rookies become squatties simply by getting a little bit of experience. Usually their first kill gives them to squatty. But then the next rank after squatty takes, I think, 5 squatties to get to the next rank. And then the rank after that takes 3 or 4 of that rank, and so on and so forth up to the max rank. Essentially, to get the highest rank in the game, you need over 100 total agents. And I think scientists account for some reason, but you end up needing a ton of scientists and soldiers working for you to actually even have a single highest top rank, max rank character, which is kind of odd that it takes that many. But anyway, that was good. That was fun. Nice little mission. No big problems. I was pretty cautious and eventually just blew up a couple things to save the day. That's why you bring grenades. That's why you bring high explosives, and then the machine guns end up winning it all anyway. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is, so some characters will have a slightly different colored bar. I think I saw on one of them somewhere down here. Yeah, Zach, we're just going to say. You can see his accuracy has improved a little bit. He got the promotion, so he was probably the one that took the machine gun and went ta-ta-ta and actually killed the stuff. So his bravery went up pretty much permanently by getting some kills, and health went up a tiny bit, and a little bit of accuracy. And they will keep going up as he trains in the gym, but actually killing aliens and shooting and getting hits definitely works as well. Unless you're a robot. If you're a robot, you're as good as you're ever going to be. Alright, anyway. Let me just save again. I don't know, this is just me saving all the time. This isn't episode 4 yet, though. Don't worry. You didn't miss it. So, the other thing I was going to check is sometimes you want to see if you picked up any artifacts while you were out. The thing is, because we don't have the biotransport module, I don't think we can actually take any alien artifacts back. So even though the anthropods... Actually, no. We did get 4. So these are actually the guns that the anthropods carry. So you can carry those back. That's something. I could sell them and get rid of them, but that's not what we want to do. Probably could research that, actually, in biochem. Yeah, that's the alien artifact right there. It fires brain sucker pods. That sounds terrible. But yeah, you definitely want to get the pile transport module first anyway. Alright, anyway, let's get some time going. We haven't really passed hardly any real time, so let's go. Alright, look at that. We've finished our first research project. We've learned about the dimension gates. The dimension gates appear to be the means by which the alien craft travel from their homeworld. Our craft cannot travel through these gates without being annihilated by an antimatter implosion. We must disable a UFO and recover its control system, propulsion systems, and power sources for research. So unfortunately, there's probably nothing else for quantum right now, but that was a nice quick first research. Happy to see that. File transport's about halfway done. Oh good, we got UFOs on the first day. Why not? Let's pause it to see what we got. So this is actually not the smallest UFO they sent at us. So where are we looking over here? Far north. Alright, well let's just send everything. This should be so much... Actually, let's not send everything. They might attack from another angle as well. Let's send 4 of these and 1 of these. That's fair. And we'll use target that thing. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I want to send 2 with lasers and 2 with missiles. And we're gonna have them all flying at low height, like I said earlier in the actually I'm gonna move them all to the lowest. Just because I don't want my vehicles destroying the city if possible. We'll see how this works. We're gonna have to learn a little bit about... Oh shoot, this guy doesn't actually have a weapon? What happened to that? How did I miss that? Dang it. Sorry guys. I thought I actually gave them all a weapon. That one missed it. Alright, now they've all got weapons. Good times! Alright, so like I was saying, I want 2 lasers and 2 missiles and 1 of these. And they will attack this guy. And then we'll probably get some more UFOs. Yeah, there's another one. It's way down there. Alright. 2 of these, 2 of those, and the other 1 of these guys. Head on down. That should be everybody out, except my Valkyrie. And we got another one. So you know what? I'll send the Valkyrie that way, although there's no need to send it with soldiers in it. It's actually kind of dangerous, because if the Valkyrie gets shot down, they all die. So, you know. We're going to send the Valkyrie down here to help out. Got another one. Okay, instead, we'll send the Valkyrie to that one. And we'll make sure it's at low height as well. Well, that's just going to have to do for now. You know what? There's only 1 up there. So I'm going to split off 2 of the hover bikes that were going that way. I'm going to send them to help with this guy. Now, are they all the same type? So this one is actually really small. This is the smallest UFO. And then the other 3 are slightly larger. Okay. Then everybody? Holy smokes. They're sending a lot of UFOs on day 1 for us. This is superhuman. I'm not used to this many. Alright. It would have been better if I had my vehicles closer to these guys so they couldn't get away with as much. So, the trouble is, well, these guys... Okay, so there's 2 of these little guys. They won't drop any aliens off. We just gotta try to shoot them down. These other 3, they kind of look like little poops, I think. Kind of dark at night, but these guys we've got to watch, because they'll try to drop aliens off. I've got to keep an eye on where they go. And you'll see it. You'll know it when you see it. Check. Guy doing something? Still moving? Alright, also, one thing that's nice is the local police forces will try to shoot them down, and they'll do some damage to them to help you out. Phoenix hovercar already ran out of ammo. That's the problem with Prophet missiles, right? Unless I'd never bought the ammo. Did I forget to buy the ammo? You might as well go home. Phoenix hovercar that already ran out of ammo. How are we doing here? It's hard to tell what's going on because there's just so many They're attacking us from 3 angles on day 1, so it's hard to keep track. None of the UFOs have really taken any damage, though, so whatever missiles he launched didn't really do much. Oh, maybe they just hit, actually. That's probably more likely. They just took a while to get there. He's looking pretty blown up. Alright, one of my hover bikes is getting blown up, which is fine. That's kind of what they're... It's not dead yet. So what I'll do is switch it to evasive and try to get it to go home to heal. It's fine. It's fine. It's probably going to get shot down. Well, maybe. A lot of stuff is going on here. I gotta say. We've shot this guy down. He's definitely blown up. This guy... Is he... He might be... we can check the log. We've destroyed 1 and crash landed 1. My Valkyrie's taking a little bit of damage. The hovercar's taking a little bit of damage. We sent the 1 hoverbike home that was actually really low. So there was 5 originally, right? It was just 5. 1 is gone. That one's not shot down, but nearly. That one is shot down. This one's very nearly shot down. That one's blown up. Good. We're doing fine. It's just, it's really hectic trying to control all this stuff. My Valkyrie has definitely taken some damage, but he's okay. This guy, I might want to send home, but I really want to, like, finish off these last couple aliens. Let's switch. I find it much easier to control from this screen, just to make sure people are shooting the right stuff. So this guy is at full health. This one's very nearly destroyed, or actually already knocked down. And then the last one's still up here. Who did I send to deal with this guy? Maybe I didn't reassign... Okay, maybe they shot one down and they didn't automatically reassign their target. That's annoying when that happens. Because this kind of stuff is more micromanagement than I like to do. Want to make sure everyone's shooting something, basically. I think if anything's dropped an alien attack party, it's probably that one in the top. But it's hard to say, because it's just... There's so much stuff going on. Like, this guy... Okay, this guy's going back to rearm. This guy's... I'd actually prefer to change directions and shoot some missiles up here. And then the Valkyrie is doing nothing as well, yeah. Like, I think it's this one up here that's going to be the hardest to kill. Just because, well, we'll see. Alright, let's switch back to normal mode. And let's see. I find it really hard to see them in this screen. Like, the normal map. There's one in here somewhere. I can't see it. That guy blew up. Alright, maybe we're good. I didn't think that was low enough for it to have crash landed. Do we have 3 crash landed messages? We do. Okay, everyone's down. We're good. That went really well, actually. Let's make sure everyone goes home. And once everyone's home, or at least once the Valkyrie's home, we'll start clearing UFOs out. Unfortunately, we're not going to have the biotransport module, but we'll definitely get points and experience for it, so that's good. And I hope they didn't drop anyone off. It's really... I find it really hard to tell when you're attacked from 3 directions. Like, any of these buildings theoretically could have had infiltration, but it won't tell you right away, and, you know, I find it difficult to know. Alright, back in base. Load up. And we've got mission number 2. Now, if I had, like, 2 Valkyries or another vehicle, I guess the cars could probably carry them. We could probably try to do 2 missions at once. But I don't have enough soldiers to feel entirely confident with that. I feel like it's probably better... Probably easier to do like this, too. It's probably better to just do them one at a time. They won't... Like, the crash sites don't disappear too fast. So we should have enough time to clear them all with lots of time spare without anything to worry about. Oh, right. Actually, I forgot about that. So, because they're actually smalls, we actually don't even get a mission. That's right. I forgot about that. I think you need... I thought you needed the biotransport module to do that, honestly. That was... Forgotten how the game works in the early game. Let's see, do we actually get a UFO to study out of that? The quantum... Nice! That's good. That's definitely worth it. Now, I don't think any of the other... Like, there was 2 types of UFOs that came, right? The ones we blew up were all... kind of the poop-shaped ones. The other smaller ones that look more like a... Well, they're not as poopy, basically. they're lower on the poop scale. They would be UFO type 1. And I don't think we shot any of them down. Alright, well, we don't even get missions. I totally forgot that... I think UFO types 1 and 2, we don't actually get missions out of. And I thought you needed the biotransport to actually carry them back. But, hey, no big deal. Well, there you go. Look at that. We survived our first alien attack. And nobody died. And hopefully nothing got infiltrated. It's... We'll see. It's hard to say. So let's look at the research. So all we got was UFO Type 2. Now, we possibly got the weapons on it? No. So maybe you need the biotransport module to carry the weapons back, because there should have been, like, it would have shown it there. It would be air vehicle weapons, and it would say like alien artifacts somewhere along this list for whatever weapons that we recovered, but it's not there. Okay, that's fine, no big deal. So usually what I like to do after a big UFO attack is like back up for first UFO attack. If they did manage to land troops, this is the one where we might end up reloading to that save file, because that was before the infiltration spread. Like, if it turns out that they dropped aliens here, and then by the time they tell us, oh, this place has been infiltrated, they could be like in all of these buildings, and that would be, oh, just a real mess to clean up. That's all. All right, well, first day is done. We definitely got a good positive score of the first day. At the end of the week, if we continue to do well like this, we'll get a nice big increase to our income, or at least some increase anyway. You usually don't make a ton of money from your weekly income, but it's better than nothing. Okay, not enough ammo. Oh, that was right. So one of the things that wasn't going to work was I didn't have enough money to buy all of those missiles. I need to buy some profit missiles for my cars. That's right. Well, there is something we can do about that, and I will save it for the next episode. But now that we've cleaned out, we've done one whole day of XCOM Apocalypse, we've cleared the first alien drop-off, and we shot down the first wave of attack vessels. So that's a good accomplishment for XCOM. Now, hopefully they didn't infiltrate. Actually, they did. That's why I probably needed to save it, just in case. So Technocrats and Nutravend, where are they? That's the trouble. That's always the trouble. I didn't see them dropping it off, but I couldn't watch all 3 groups at the same time unless I pause it constantly. So, Gravball League, why are these guys mad at us already? I haven't done anything. Maybe we accidentally shot one of their buildings while we were fighting or something. So Nutravend and Technocrats, huh? Where are you guys? Nutravend, so that's actually like the building I was pointing at. I knew they were hovering around here, but I didn't see anything. And then Technocrats. Sure is somewhere. They only get 1 building, so that has to be the one that's been infiltrated. So I guess two different UFOs managed to drop off an attack team. I just didn't see it. Well, we'll deal with that first time next episode, and then I'll look into trying to get a little bit of money to buy some ammunition. So I'll see you there. Unfortunately, all these really early game missions, they're not terribly rewarding until we've researched this and then built 1 or 2. So we're gonna have to wait a little while before we get a whole lot of goodness out of it, but we'll get there, we'll get there. Alright, folks. Oh, also, you know what? There's one more thing we can do. One more thing. Because it's technically a new day, there should be new pools of recruits. So we got another robot and 3 more humans. Now, I don't have a lot of space, so until the next living space is built, I can't do too much with those. 89 is pretty good, right? Definitely would replace a 73. That's the only one worth hiring there. Oh, I'm out of money. Alright, well, before this day is over, I will make sure we earn enough money to hire the new scientists. We need to hire Sumi. We need to hire Liud, some whatever, you know, this one, maybe this one, another Sigourney, and I'd probably like to hire all 4 soldiers again. So as long as I've got the living space for it, I want to hire all those people. We'll have more living space in 2 days. And we've got a couple missions to do. Oh boy, we got lots of stuff to do. Alright, folks. That's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed and will continue to enjoy XCOM Apocalypse. See you later.